How are we looking? Testing, testing. Try and bring the stream up on my phone here. So far, so good. Whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Well, here we can test this at least. Got the load time coming in, got a new generated world, trying to stream at 1080 instead of 720. Hopefully my bandwidth will cooperate. Hopefully OBS will cooperate. Hopefully my graphics card and CPU will cooperate. Generally speaking, in some of my other preliminary non-stream testing, it seems like graphically I should be okay. My GPU is newer than my CPU, but a lot of the other behind-the-scenes calculations still need to be done by my old CPU, like generating enemies and their behavior and stuff like that. But other than, going into some larger areas where there's a lot of stuff going on, it seems like my computer can mostly run it. One thing I haven't tested yet, though, which is what I'm testing today, is to see if both my computer and OBS and everything else can work in unison, in harmony, at a higher resolution streaming. So previously I was just streaming at 720. And it looks like, for the most part, my internet speed can handle higher resolution, stronger bitrate streaming. That went from, I think, 4,000 to 5,000, which I think was the recommended, especially for just 30 frames per second. I mean, me running this game, I'm generally between 30 and 60, but I'm probably averaging around 40-ish. So I feel like output stream at 30 frames per second and adjusting my bitrate accordingly should be safe. I don't want to stress out too many of the otherwise delicate things in play here. Like, my internet's probably the only thing that I can really rely on. And I'm sure OBS will be fine too, but I know it's dropped the stream a couple of times. But yeah, this new world I've created, I think it's 6K random gen with, let's get the FPS back up there. Yeah, looking good. Got the settings mostly at medium, with some of the other finer details turned off. Walking around, looking around, I have VSync turned on, because with it off, it was really terrible just trying to turn around. But with it on, it actually seems to be okay. I'm getting a little bit of trouble. We don't know what's going on there. So you know what that probably is it's probably trying to generate wildlife and stuff spawning. Like I said, all that stuff is on the CPU, and I am entirely expecting that to be the only major hangup. My main concern, though, is that the CPU is also handling like the mic filters and stuff that I have. So I don't know if it's gonna just like miss some of the audio, like my audio, if it's also going to, come up with hiccups in the stream itself. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's just kind of putz around here a little bit, see how it holds up. Yeah, it's not nearly as consistent as I was hoping. And I think for the most part, I'm probably going to have to keep a lot of my activity to, like, not city areas. Guess we'll see. Can I pick that back up? There we go. Yeah, so, like, it's mostly okay. I just wish it was a little more consistent. Are we good on plants now? For me, anyways, off stream, I will say visually, it is much nicer playing at 1080 instead of 720. Just generally speaking, a lot of my finer details, including text and stuff, are just much more pleasant on the eyes. Here we go. Book club. Now, when I do properly start my streams tomorrow, I do want to do like nice long form streams. I'm probably going to actually not use this save. I'll actually start like another fresh game. So I'll go through all this again. Like I said, this is all just for testing purposes. Others. I saw a chicken. I still need more wood. Probably need more rocks too. Okay, yeah, so hopefully my voice is coming through okay. Like, I'll try to keep talking as I'm, like, looking around really fast and trying to mess up the frame rate. And I think the better test will probably be running into a more populated area. So I think once I can do that, I can get a better picture of how things will go. So yeah, let's run to the trader. Let's go ahead and equip this just in case. I don't expect to run into any trouble. I'm also not looking to get myself into any for the purposes of testing here. But yeah, as I'm running through here, we got like music change. Yeah, I imagine just generally getting closer to here is gonna prompt my CPU to start doing some more stuff. I'm expecting a little more performance issues. Oh yeah, we got a biker already, huh? Bud? Still not dead. Oh, now you're moving a little faster. So performance seems to be holding up okay. I expected at least that much. I mean, it's just one enemy. Might be backing up into more here. Anybody else? Okay. Whoa! 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 Well, this is the experimental build. And yeah, I guess that was the other thing I probably wanted to touch on is I'm not going to be too brokenhearted if my computer has a hard time generally running the experimental build. I'll just make the best of what I can next week. But in general, I'm going to chalk up a lot of the performance issues that my computer is having to this just being an experimental build. Yeah, so we're having a little bit of trouble here. I presume there's also a town nearby. Hi. Much easier than the biker. Okay, yeah, looks like we got settlement of some kind over here. Let's just walk down the road, see how my computer does. Yeah, seeing the expected dips. Oh, but after I loaded it in, it actually stabilized a little bit. And I have that one feature, I forgot what it's called, like occlusion or something. Occlusion. Where it says that it does increase performance when you're inside. Because it stops trying to draw things that are not visible. So let me see if I can just... Oh, hi. I'll just go inside someplace without, like, being hassled. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but... Yeah, so even just running down the street here, getting a lot of general performance issues, but that might just be because it's still trying to generate a whole bunch of these, like, outdoor environment enemies. Because if I stay in the same area, it does improve. It's not trying to draw anybody new. So I think as long as I'm taking my time, going from area to area and doing different things, should be okay. Do you mind? Yeah, let's just make this a little easier to do some testing. There. Can you... Ay, ay, ay. Trying to do some testing here, homie. Do you mind? Alright, let's go inside someplace and see if performance comes up. Outside, once that's generated a lot of the area, looks like I can stabilize at about 30, which is fine. And from what I can tell on my phone, the stream hasn't dropped yet, which is nice. I don't know how much... So like here, I was chilling out in the bathroom. Yeah, it's about the same as when I just stand still outside. Okay. I don't know if some other indoor area would be better. What's this over here? Let's try this building. Hi. Just trying to do some testing, don't worry about me. Yeah, is this unlocked? Good. Yeah, see if performance improves just being in a proper indoor area here. Ow. Not really. It's somewhere between about the same and actually a little bit worse. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? At least if my performance is going to be a little stuttery, it'll at least be consistently stuttery. Oh boy. Some chickens downstairs. I'd rather fight them than you. I was also wondering if maybe the performance would improve after killing a bunch of you guys, but it seems to be staying the same. Did you just jump out the window? Nice. So... yeah, I'm not sure if there's any other tweaks I can make. Because like I said, I think as far as graphics are concerned, that's not going to be an issue. Like, even at 1080, like I was getting about the same performance at 720 as well. So... I don't know if any of these settings are going to help me. I think it's really just going to be that this is the experimental build. I'm running an old PC. Just going to have to deal with it. I think that's okay. And we'll make it work. Being underground help. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, performance actually seems to be a smidge worse down here. On average, looks like. I don't know if it's because it's trying to figure out more stuff going on. Ow. do you mind trying to do some testing here? Oh, come on now. There we go. There, I might die, but at least I got you first. Alright, I mean, I guess that's good enough for testing. I might dumb down some of the settings, and there's nothing really else I can do with my computer. I've already streamlined a lot of its other background processes so that it's only focusing on the game. But, yeah, I guess that'll be it for the test. Tomorrow, I'll start properly doing some long streams. I'll start a fresh new game, so that none of this will have happened. It's all just going to be a bad dream. This is the chicken club, where you go clubbing for chickens. You guys outside here? What are you doing? Do you mind that ruckus? Okay. Alright, I think that'll be about it. So I'll see you tomorrow for some long streams. We'll start a new game in this... We'll use the same random generated world. I already had to put my computer through the paces of making it happen, so might as well use it.